What's up, YouTube? We're back yet again. There's another party today. The beautiful crickets outside. I smell somebody grilling.
Yeah, I was gonna say somebody grilling. Oh my gosh.
It actually smells really good, guys.
Oh.
It might be that I'm hungry too. So
me too.
Anybody who's making a burger, toss me one this way.
Oh my gosh, the smell just got stronger.
Oh my god. Well, for the topic of today, bullying amongst people with visual impairments, blindness, low-sighted, just the whole gambit.
Yeah.
Let's just go with that. So in our experience, mine as well, there is a lot of bullying that happens online. It happens significantly, and there's also the people who want to control other people for the sake of, oh, because of my disability I won't get in trouble. That is an actual thing, guys. Tons of blind people, visually impaired people have what I term a god complex, which they think themselves to be untouchable and that they will never get in trouble for their actions. That is actually a thing, guys.
Yeah, I mean, it's insane because a lot of people don't think that, because I know, so in my experience, so Beto did not do this, but I went to
I went to public school,
he went to public school. I went to a school for the blind in South Africa because I'm from South Africa. But when I came here, a lot of people asked me about like experiences at school and everything. And when I told them I, went to a school for the blind, they were very surprised to learn that there was a lot of bullying that was going on, and it was,
personally, in my opinion, I think there might be more bullying in specialty schools, for lack of a better description, than there is in a regular school setting, like a private school, where kids of many different races and everything,
backgrounds, everything,
or public school, but in a specialty school such as a school for the blind or a school for, let's say, deaf or visually impaired or whatever, there tends to be a lot more bullying because people think they can get away with it, and there's generally no consequence to it.
Yeah, a lot of the things, so when the school that I went to, it was an issue because a lot of the, like you said, people kind of thought they could get away with it because they did get away with it. They got away with, like, a lot of people got away with a lot of different things. And when you, there was also like a power struggle, or I'm not sure what it's called. I think it's a power struggle.
Yeah,
I don't know. But essentially, so we had kids who were like, who could see a little bit, so they were like partially sighted. That's what we referred to them as. And then we had kids who were like blind, as in they had to read Braille and stuff like that. So they were classified as just the blind children. They actually called them the Braille children.
The Braille children.
Yeah. So there was that. But there was a time when we had a teacher who favored the Braille children a lot. Mm-hmm. And it got to a point where there was a lot of fighting going on between some of the Braille children and some of they called them the sighted children, and it was kind of chaos to get anything sorted out, because this teacher, obviously favored them. So some people thought that they could get away with a lot of things because they had her and they were like, they could do no wrong, and it's an interesting time. But it definitely does happen. It doesn't mean that just because people are visually impaired or they have a disability that they cannot be some pretty interesting human beings.
No, guys. They people who are visually impaired can be very, very, even worse than sighted people, to be honest with you. There's people who sexually assault and get away with it just because of their disability. That's not a right thing to do. So you, as a blind person, as a visually impaired person, if you've ever been hurt, seek help, because you do have the right to it as well as anybody else.
Yeah.
There's blind people who have certain issues, like, as an example, HIV, and they think that just because they're blind, they shouldn't allow their sexual partners to know that they're carrying. So it ends up being where the partners end up getting it as well. So, I know there's, within the sighted community, which is much larger than ours, people that do that as well. Doesn't make it right? No, it does not.
I think the point that you're making is that, obviously it's not that it doesn't happen everywhere else. It's just the point of it certainly does happen in the blind community, and it doesn't mean that just because they're in the blind community that there's nothing that happens, and that things don't go wrong.
So guys, as an ending note, if you ever see a visually impaired person, blind person, what have it, being bullied or mistreated, feel free to help them out. That's not how we are supposed to do those things. We're all supposed to be friends.
Yep.
And those of us who can't be friends with somebody, well, let's move on to somebody else. Doesn't mean that we're meant to be liked by everyone in the whole world. But everybody, thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching the video. Enjoy. Like, subscribe, comment below if you want to see any more videos of this nature. Well, not this nature, but more life-based videos.
Life-based, similar, lifestyle-y videos from you.
Yeah. Let us know. Thank you.
Bye.
Have a great night. Bye.